Hello everyone. We are students of Xavier Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar. Today we are going to present a study on sustainability practices in glass industry. Glass is one of the most sustainable and fully recyclable material. It has many applications related to its inert nature, which contributes a lot in safeguarding people's health. In India, per capita consumption has significantly increased from 0.58 to 1.1 kg. Its use in sectors like construction, automotive, consumer goods, and pharmaceuticals are increasing. In the subsequent slides, we'll present sustainability practices followed in glass industry, namely safety practices, sustainability in manufacturing, ethics in glass industry, and a brief overview on waste heat recovery.
Let us look at the safety issues and practices in glass industry. It is very important for the glass industry to take into account the workplace-related safety measures of employees. For that, we have got two examples, Pilkington India and NSG Group. First, let us look at Pilkington India. Pilkington India has a proper health and safety management system. They keep the health, well-being and safety of all employees, visitors, neighbors, contractors and customers at the forefront of their business activity. They believe that all accidents are preventable. They have well-developed training programs and safety education, and they carefully monitor the safety statistics. Safety performance is measured using two key performance indicators. The lost time injury rate LTIR keeps a record of the work-related accidents or illnesses. It is expressed as a rate per 200,000 hours, which is approximately the cumulative time worked by a total of 100 people in a year. Now let us look at NSG Group. NSG Group lays emphasis on the importance of individuals taking personal responsibility for an appropriate safe behavior and work along with the managers to show commitment and take the lead to key safety leadership behavior. It also ensures that the Sustainability Director of NSG Group reports to its Chief Operating Officer and provides him the monthly safety updates. It has a focused site approach that provides an additional support and frequent regular reviews for sites that likely to have significant injuries. In order to measure safety performance, it has certain key performance indicators like safety improvement plans, incidents of high potential severity, key safety behaviors, significant incident rate. NSG Group has celebrated its annual NSG Safety Day on 15th October 2015 and thereby continued it. We can say that altogether it is moving safety to a next level.
Next trend we're going to talk about is the use of cullet in glass manufacturing. Cullet is basically scraps of broken or waste glass which is gathered for remelting and reuse. By maximizing the amount of recycled glass in the production process, the companies are today reducing their environmental impact. How this happens is through the three-pronged benefits that cullet offers. First is the energy savings potential. As a general rule, every 10% of extra cullet usage results in a 2.5 to 3% reduction in the furnace energy consumption. Another benefit is the reduction in CO2 emissions. This happens due to a reduction in the fuel consumption and also reduction in the raw materials that is used in the process, which is soda ash, limestone and dolomite. All of these raw materials give out carbon dioxide when they are melted. The final benefit of using cullet is the saving in costs, which is a result of the saving in both energy and raw material requirements. As a thumb rule, each ton of cullet used saves around 1.2 tons of raw materials in the batch. We're now going to talk about some of the global trends in glass recycling. In US last year, the Glass Packaging Institute, along with some of the major bottlers of the country, came up with the US Glass Recycling Coalition. The primary goal of this coalition is to make glass recycling a successful and viable industry. Meanwhile, in Europe, the glass recycling rate had reached 73% by April this year. This makes Europe the continent with the highest glass recycling rates in the world. This is truly the advent of the circular economy phenomenon. In Japan, the forerunner in glass recycling is Asahi Glass Limited, which uses recycled glass that is cullet in the manufacturing process. It pursues a zero landfill status, which is to be achieved by 2020. In 2014, the group's overall recycling rate was a staggering 96.7%.
Now we talk about the waste heat recovery system, which essentially is a heat recovery system in which the waste heat generated from the glass melting machines are then used on for the application of in the generation of electrical power, heating of ACs, etc. The waste heat recovery system has several advantages such as savings, safety of investment, environmental protection, etc. Savings result in a reduction of the energy costs, fast amortization within a few years, and no additional personnel is required in the control room. The safety of investment leads to a less dependency on external sources of energy, less dependency on the rising energy costs, installation without influence on the production processes, installation during the line operation. The environmental protection results in improvement of environmental protection and a gain in the green image of the firm that has installed the waste heat recovery system. The waste heat recovery system has several applications such as heating of the heavy fuel oil, wastewater recycling, electrical power generation by steam rankine, etc. A few firms which have applied the waste heat recovery system as a part of their production are Siemens and Osterwedingen. Siemens follows a system of highly advanced energy recovery system. The firm supplied automation technology for the plant. Osterwedingen is one of the first glass plants in the world to recover a large part of the processed waste heat using a modern heat recovery system.
Glass industry in India, especially glass bangle industry, suffers from the problem of child labor. This problem can be especially seen in Firozabad and Agra districts of Uttar Pradesh. Glass and bangle industry of Firozabad employs more than 5 lakh men, women and children. Large percentage of this workforce are children. Children work in highly polluting, dangerous and unhealthy environment. They work for 9 hours a day and earn rupees 30 to 35 a day. Children are forced to sit near the stove in excruciating heat while they make bangles out of delicate glass. There are two groups of children working in Firozabad. Some work part-time and go to school, but some work full-time in the factories and have no option to go to school. Children as young as 5 years are working in this glass bangle industry. They are exposed to chemicals and open furnaces emitting poisonous gases. Meager pay and unhygienic work have made their life hell. Child labor also perpetuates poverty, and children grow up to be unskilled laborers and are stuck in low-paying jobs. Use of child labor by glass bangle industry ensures that unit costs are low, as manufacturers will have to pay more money to adult laborers. Now, many laws exist which ban employment of child laborers in hazardous factories. Some of these acts are the Factories Act of 1948, the Mines Act of 1952, the Child Labor Prohibition and Regulation Act of 1986, the Juvenile Justice of Children Act of 2000, but still children are being employed in this industry. But situation is changing now. Many NGOs are creating awareness about this situation in the Firozabad. Government has also become serious about media hue and cry. Children are getting rescued from glass bangle factories by police and NGOs. Government is passing stricter laws. Recently, Rajya Sabha passed amendments to Child Labor Act, which paves a way for complete prohibition of employment of children below 14 years of age. Awareness about the bad condition of child laborers in glass bangle industry among consumers has also forced manufacturers to desist from employing children as laborers in their factories.
Glass generates minimal environmental impact, which makes it a product of choice for sustainable buildings. Nowadays, goals of companies are designed to motivate the company's stakeholders to make transformative and disruptive advancements in their operations to reduce their carbon footprint. A number of companies have done significant improvements in their operations to make the processes sustainable. One of the examples is of Owen, Illinois. They have reduced their energy consumption by 50% and total CO2 equivalent emissions by 65%. Moreover, they have also put effort to increase the usage of cullet globally to 60%. They have also eliminated the injuries in the workplace to zero. Apart from sustainable manufacturing processes and practices, glass has been integral in designing truly sustainable and low energy buildings. The smart use of efficient glazing helps to design and build low energy buildings. Glass industries are investing significant resources in intensive R&D programs to develop new ways to manufacture and use glass, to make available new products, to enhance recyclability and effective recycling.